Again, thank you everyone for coming. We are really trying very hard to connect with our community as it relates to lupus. And while we're here today, and while we're having these types of discussions, this is my third weekend in New York, and we've created a series of lunch and learns where we decided to come to the churches and talk with women about lupus, and especially women that are diagnosed with lupus, so they can have an understanding of what's available from a treatment option standpoint and really understand how to go about, if at all possible, their journey with living well with lupus. I wanted to talk to you today about, you heard Brenda talk a lot about research and the importance of it, and I wanted to just share what that actually looks like, because as a community, as an African American community specifically, we are impacted in a way you have no imaginable idea the outcome of what that could mean for us in the future. So I would like to start having these discussions so that we understand what clinical research is first and foremost. We're not afraid to ask the questions of our physicians, really diving in. We're not afraid to say, look, I'm not feeling well, this is what I know about my body, can you help me, can you guide me through that? So that you walk out of here with a sense of knowledge around lupus, but also a sense of empowerment as to how to go about ensuring you receive the best in care. You ask the right questions, and that simply you are made aware of what's out there and what's available. When we talk about lupus, the first lupus diagnosis goes back to the 1800s, actually 1872. And it was diagnosed for discoid, where they saw the actual rash on the face. And back then, they sort of attached it to this idea of it looked more like a wolf bite. So if you research lupus, you'll see some connotations and some connections to a wolf and lupus because it looks like that for them. That was our very first diagnosis. We have one drug in treatment that was done or created, I would say, 50 years ago. One. Most women with lupus are diagnosing with what we refer to as a cocktail of different meds, depending on what their issues are. And we've had an opportunity now that we're out in the community talking with women. I've had a chance to meet a lot of women diagnosed with lupus at every age range. I talked to a young girl that was diagnosed at 9. I talked to a very young, frail woman who, unbeknownst to us, she had come out to a walk. She looked sort of nervous and tentative about talking, and we just started a conversation. And what she said to me shook me to my core, because 2 days prior, she was considering taking her life. And this woman was all of 24 years old. She had had enough. She was tired. And she felt like no one was helping her with this fight. So all of that to say, that's why we're here, that's why we're talking. I wanted the conversations to happen. Like Brenda just said, we cannot continue to hide away, put our relatives in a little room, oh, I don't know what's going on, and just deal with it that way. We have to push hard. We have to ask the questions. We have to be involved. We have to know. We can't hide behind this idea of being afraid of research because of what happened in the past. Yes, it absolutely happened. No denying. No one will ever deny that. That's one of the reasons why I switched my career from health and beauty and automotive and everything that was flashy and fancy and got into healthcare, because I had to walk this walk taking care of my mom who had dementia, and no one knew how to diagnose her, what to give her. We were really trying different meds, and that's when I discovered how come information is not made available until it's too late. So that's why I'm here, that's why I'm pushing, that's why I'm trying to create these types of conversations. And if the PowerPoint will work, I'm going to talk to you specifically about the details with clinical research. Nothing to be afraid of, just so that you understand when you hear it, what does it mean, what does it look like, what should I expect, and where we are, where we come to at this point after all the many years that research has taken.